Hello, my lovely friends. We're going to do something a little bit different today. I am going to take you on a little journey of what it is like running my small yarn business, Patti and Bango's Place. We have a restock that is happening of our Patti's plush, which is our most popular product. So I have a ball here that I was working with a little bit earlier. We've got a massive restock of it sitting in my garage downstairs that was delivered today while I was at work. So I need to do a few things to organize it. And I thought I would take you on the kind of week-long journey of doing a restock. I hope that sounds good to you. So first things first, I actually am going to do something not related to the restock. I have an order in with one of my manufacturers to get samples of a new product sent to me. So I need to respond to them and put the order in for those samples to be shipped. So even though we do order quite a lot of yarn from our manufacturers, we do still need to pay shipping on any of the samples that they send to us, which makes sense because shipping is the most expensive part of the whole yarn business journey, really, both shipping it to us and also getting shipping of our products out to you guys when you buy them. So that's the first thing I'm going to do. And then once I am done with that, we will head downstairs and we will check the restock items that have come in. So typically the first thing I do when we do a restock is to do some quality assurance on the yarn that has been sent to me. You will have noticed if you have bought from us before that we have had our color names on all of our yarns like stuck on with a label. Usually we do this, and by we I really do mean like me and my mum and my husband will sometimes come and also pitch in. So I tried to remove that step with this restock. The reason I haven't done that before is that I wanted to kind of have a few orders in with our manufacturer first to kind of see how they ran and see how they operated before I kind of put the task on them to get the right labels with the right color names onto the right balls of yarn. This is the first time that I have asked them to do that, and I'm a little bit concerned. I'm really hoping that we gave them the label files in a format that meant it was nice and easy for them to match the color with the color name because they all work in color numbers. So that's going to be the first step on the QA today. Fingers crossed everything goes well. And then after that, I will need to count literally thousands of balls of yarn to make sure that we have everything in the right colors that has been received into our warehouse, AKA under my house. So those are the two items I'm hoping to knock off tonight. I think I might be a little bit ambitious on the counting, but we'll see how we go. The fact that we don't need to relabel them does mean that, assuming all of the labeling has been done correctly, fingers crossed, we will be able to get this restock out to people a little bit quicker. Normally we kind of need at least 2 weeks between when it comes in to when we can actually get it on shelves and restocked into our website, but fingers crossed we're shortening that. And I think once this has happened successfully once, I will be able to continue doing it, and it will just make our lives so much easier and also make your lives easier because you will get the yarn sooner. So let's jump downstairs and do that. And when I'm done with that, I'll come back and kind of tell you the next steps in restocking yarn to our little business. So let's go. The lighting in here is going to be pretty terrible, sorry, but this is all the yarn we have to unpack. I don't have much room in here to work. Through this door is where we actually keep all of the yarn once it's in shelves and things. And I actually need to do a bit of a tidy up in there as well and vacuum the floor ready for all of this new yarn coming in. So that actually might be step one, so that I have some space to move the yarn into. It's been a very busy time. If you have been watching my crochet side of things vlogs, I do have a really big market coming up in 2 weeks. So I've been madly prepping for that, and I've kind of neglected anything extra to do with the yarn shop. I haven't really been posting on socials for it. I have not been properly fully cleaning under here, just doing as much as the bare minimum to make sure everything is sanitary for when I'm sending things out. And I haven't done any real restocking or rearranging. So there's going to be a little bit of that I need to do before we actually get to the fun part of opening the yarn and keeping our fingers and toes crossed that the labeling all looks okay. So first things first, let's tidy up in there. Okay, we are all tidy in here now. I've moved these boxes of Moo. They are on wheels, so I can move them around. They normally kind of sit in aisles here, but I've just shoved them all to the side so that we've got a lot more floor space. And as you can see, our shelves of Patti's plush are very, very bare and sad. People need to buy our blue and red a little bit more. If that's cool, people, please. But otherwise, we're gonna fill these up hopefully in the next couple of days. So let's go. And now that all that is done, it is time to do the fun and kind of scary job of actually looking at the yarn and keeping everything crossed that it's all good and labeled correctly. Let's see how we go. All right, that is enough taking off the wrapping for now. I'm going to open a box. This is my favorite part of opening these, but also kind of the worst, because when I open it, this is gonna like explode with yarn, which is really fun, but also means it's really hard to get the yarn back into the boxes as they pack them. I'll show you what I mean. So while this continues opening, do you want to make a guess what color is in here? Drop your guesses in the comments below, and I'm going to show you in just a second. There's more than one color. The first color is koala, and I can confirm that it is labeled correctly. Hallelujah. And we also have honey eater, which is also labeled correctly. Yay. Oh, that gives me like a lot of hope and makes me feel a lot more relieved. So now I literally just unpack all of the boxes and count them all. What a fun time. I will probably chuck some music on my laptop, work to that, and I will catch up with you when I'm, I don't know, ready for a break from counting probably. Okay, I was thinking this is gonna happen way later, but I'm literally in my first box and our new color is in it. So let me show you. Are you ready? The name of the color is Seahorse. See if you can guess what it might be, and then see if you were right. It's like this beautiful minty green kind of color. It's coming up a little more pastel on the camera than it actually is. Let me take one out of here so I can show you. Oh, and Bandicoot is in this box. This is such a good box. Look at this color. I'm so happy with it. Yay! Seahorse has joined the crew. Shout out to Lucy at The Loose Thread for naming this color for me, because I was really struggling. It's very hard to make every single creative decision in your business. So I really appreciate getting to outsource it, you know? Anyway, that is so cool. I'm so happy. It looks so good. Oh my God. I literally gasped out loud when I opened it. I was like, when I revealed it under all of that honey eater that I've just chucked in there. So, oh my God. I am delighted by this. I cannot wait. I need to leave a couple out so I can take photos and have some in my own stash to make things with. New colors are so exciting. Okay, I'm gonna keep unpacking, but I needed to share that with you, obviously. This is the excitement. These are the exciting parts of having a small business. All right, see you soon. All right, it is now 5:23 p.m. I have finished one box. I didn't check the time before I did this, so I have a really bad habit of just like assuming things will be way quicker than they actually are. So it's 5:23. I'm gonna like power through a couple of boxes and then I'll come back with a time report and we'll see how long this stuff actually takes me. What I'm doing is just putting stuff straight into these containers until I fill them up, because every bag has 5 skeins of yarn in it. So I'll be able to count them really easily when they're in there. And then the rest of them will sit in boxes and get put into another part of our garage, all safe, tucked away from any dust and things. And those I will pull out and replenish this stock as I need to, but I need to count it all first, as I've said. So, all right, we're locking in and putting on some music. I will report back when I've done a couple more boxes. Hello. I should probably put this on me, but I'm not going to. This is the state of play. I've opened 11 boxes. I have 7 to go. It is 6:05. So 40 minutes, nearly halfway there. I think maybe we can do this tonight. I have sort of, while I've been doing it, figured out a little process on how to keep track of like how many balls of stuff are floating around. So we're getting somewhere. I'm going to keep going probably until Kieran gets home, and then maybe I'll stop for the night because I do also need to probably make some things for my market tonight, but I also don't want to leave it too chaotic down here, so it might depend on how we're tracking when he gets home. So I'll keep you posted, of course. But for now, it's looking pretty good. Look at that. The shelves are looking pretty full, aren't they? And obviously there is boxes all over the floor, which you can kind of see in frame, but whatever. We're going well. We're going to keep going. All right, bye. All right, Kieran is home, so we are going to eat dinner. I am so close to being done here. I just need to like finalize the count of everything and repack a few boxes so that I can put them in the garage, and then I'm done. And it's not even 7. It is past 6. It is 5 to 7. So I think I am going to finish this up tonight so that I can clear it out, lock it in, and be pretty good to go in terms of QA. There have been a few little issues. There was 2 bags of like 5 that were mislabeled, and I am missing a few balls. So I will need to figure that out, but I'm gonna go eat, come down, finish counting, and then maybe do a quick like recount, make sure I'm not like haven't just misplaced the ones I think that I've not received. I don't think I have though, because I've looked everywhere. So that's the plan. I will see you after I'm fed. Bye. Okay, so I'm properly done now. I finished counting everything, and we are unfortunately over 100 balls short. So what I'm assuming has happened, which has happened, I think in our very first shipment that we ever got, not from this manufacturer, but another manufacturer, was that one of their boxes was left off the pallet by accident. I'm assuming that that's what's happened here, that maybe 1 or 2 boxes were left off the pallet, didn't make it to us. So I have emailed the manufacturer and let them know what has happened. I am hoping that they'll be able to ship those over. But regardless, one of the things that I've started doing with our restocks is splitting the order that we get in half so that it's not like a flood of heaps of stock and then like a drought of stock for 2 to 3 months, which is about how long it takes for these yarns to like get manufactured, labeled, and then sent by ship to us, because they are way too heavy to send by air. So I will have enough for the first like restock that I wanted, and then hopefully by the time I'm ready for like the second restock of the second half of this yarn, I will have the balls that are missing. Thankfully, they're not all one color. They're kind of split between colors, which is good because it means I do have enough of every color to do this first restock. So it could be worse. Now my plan is to clear the floor and finish filming a reel that I started filming with the empty shelves. So before I can do that, I'll show you the floor. Before I can get rid of all of these boxes on the floor, which there are more than you can see, I will make sure that I've kept out everything that is going to be in the first restock, because obviously not all of it fit on these shelves. They're very small shelves. So gonna do that, put them away, and then get the boxes off here, and I will come back to you when this room is clear. And when that happens, I'm going to finish filming my reel, and then I'm going to go upstairs and I'm going to crochet. That's the plan. That's the plan. All in all, I am super happy with that effort. One night compared to many, many, many days and nights of relabeling things. I think 2 bags of like unlabeled balls is a pretty low price to pay. Hopefully when they resend me the balls that they missed, they can also send me labels and I can just relabel them here, because it is realistically only 10 balls that don't have labels on them, so it's not the end of the world. But I'm very, very happy with that. There is still stuff to do before I can restock it. Unfortunately, that is not the end of the road. As you saw, we have a new color, so I am going to need to take photos of that, edit the photos so that I can get the color to be as close as possible. Obviously, every monitor is different. This is one of the hard things about selling yarn, is it's really hard to get the color exactly right for everyone. But I do the best I can, and I have a lovely friend who helps me with the recoloring. So that is amazing, because I think that without her, I would find it pretty hard to get it as exact as she can. So very happy with the night's efforts. The kettle is on. I am ready to sit and crochet and have a cup of tea, and we will do more for Patti and Bango's place another day. And when I'm ready to do that, I will bring you along on the journey. So I hope you're enjoying the vlog so far. If you are, feel free to give it a little thumbs up, hit that subscribe button, and otherwise I will see you very shortly in like 2 seconds. Okay, it is Thursday after work. I am in a somewhat messy warehouse. The thing that I need to do today is to take photos of our new color, Seahorse. And I am obviously bringing you with me for this little small business vlog. So first things first, I need to go through a few balls and find like the most photogenic one to take a photo of. I am also going to need to set up my other tripod and camera to get that all ready, as well as the backdrop. I'm gonna need to double check. We take all of the photos of our different yarn lines on a different background so that it's like very easy for me to tell when an order comes in which like line that I need to look for, because I know the background colors. So I need to set up that background, set up the light, turn all the other lights off, and then take some photos, which I will then send to my friend to edit for me, who is like an absolute superstar, and very, very thankful for her doing some pro bono work for me and editing the videos on my behalf. So let's get photographing, I guess. Now you may be wondering what a photogenic ball is. Basically, I like to check that the ends of them look kind of nice. See how this one has a little line going through the center bit of it? I know there's nothing wrong with it, but it doesn't look as nice in the photos, you know? So this side looks all right. Maybe we'll use it. I'm going to check a few different balls though, see which one I like the look of the most, and then I will set up the cardboard drop back and we will get photographing. This is another reason I don't choose them. Sometimes the way they're wrapped, they kind of flop off a little bit. Again, nothing wrong with the yarn, just sometimes the way they get balled, and by the time they get shipped to us, they come a little loose. So I think I found one though, so I think we're good. I think we're good. All my cardboard drop backs. Drop backs? These are all my cardboard backdrops, and I just need to find the right color. I have to turn all the other lights off now, so I don't know how this will film. I've also been using the same group shots for a really long time now, basically since this line launched. So I think maybe I'll try and take another one. I'm not sure. Group shots are hard. It's hard to get all the colors right, and it's hard to, like, I don't know, make them look nice and fit them all in with the backdrop I have. So I'm just gonna see how it goes, try a couple. I won't put you through a time lapse of that, so I will just come back when we're done. Okay, we are all done with taking photos, and now I'm just going to head upstairs, pull the photos off my memory card and send them to my friend. This is like the last piece of the puzzle before I can send out the restock email, because in the restock notice email, I would really like to have a photo of the new color that's coming. I think I might have mentioned before, but I also really like sending out the restock kind of warning email a few days at least, if not a week, before we actually are doing the restock. So to lock in a date, I need to have this photo and know roughly when I'll be able to get a finished kind of edited photo back. And once I have that, I can set a date and we can let everybody know. So I'm really, really excited to get this like going and to get this restock up, because obviously having stock just sitting here ready to sell but like not quite ready from an admin side is not the best. So fingers crossed we can get that all done soon, and I will come back and give you updates next time I have any. Guess who's come to say hi? Bye. We're building an email. I have the photo back from my friend of our new seahorse colorway for Patti's plush, and now I get to announce to people that we're doing a restock. So I'm very excited. I have my big cat market on this weekend, so my plan is to have the restock go live next Tuesday, and I think this time I'm going to do it for like after work hours, because I don't know, I'm still kind of playing with the times to do our restocks, and I think if I do it early in the morning, then like the WA folks, it's like super early in the morning for them, and we have a few very good, very loyal customers from WA, so I don't want to make it an awkward time for them. I feel like if I do it around lunchtime, it's like quite hard for a lot of people to get it, and it'll just get lost in the day. I know that like the majority of people who are buying from us don't do crochet as their full-time work. They have full-time jobs. So I am thinking I might try like potentially 7 p.m. restock. I think that might be my plan, because then I don't have to like panic about trying to organize it during my work day. I can have like a proper delineation between when I finish work on the restock day of Tuesday and when I like will need to be doing all of this stuff. I can start packing orders that night if I want to. I'm going to try that. We've done a few different times for our release. I have done a morning one, I've done a midday one, so now I'm going to try an evening one and like see how it goes. You know, we're still in the first year of having this business. I think actually we're going to hit a year next month maybe. So, you know, it's still testing and learning. There hasn't been heaps of restocks in that time, so that's what we're going to do. But the first thing I need to do is build the email so that can go out tomorrow morning to everyone and give everyone at least a week's notice, because I like to do that so people can kind of figure out finances and things like that if they need to. So that is the plan. That's what I'm going to do tonight, and just another piece of the puzzle of restocking at Patti and Bango's place. So maybe he wasn't here to say hi. Maybe he just wanted to sit on my keyboard. Cover yourself, sir. I'm gonna do that. Bye. We just restocked. I say just, it was about 40 minutes ago, but I had a very hectic and unexpected kind of 20 minutes before our restock, so I haven't had time to film anything, and I actually ended up doing my restock while I was sitting in the car, which was not ideal, and I had been a bit worried about doing a 7 p.m. restock because I wasn't sure how it would go. I didn't know if people would be like eating dinner or, I don't know, like not at their computers anymore. But it has gone so well. We have already had a whole bunch of orders. Full disclosure, that doesn't mean that I make a lot of money. I put everything back into the business so that I can keep getting extra lines and making each restock like bigger than the last one, because obviously if you've been around for a while, you'll know that when we were first launching, we didn't have that much stock of our lines. So essentially, as well as every restock does at the moment, it just means that I can make the next restock have a bit more stock in it, so hopefully our stock levels even out and we can actually like keep things in stock. But this has been a really good restock. I'm really happy with it. I am going to go downstairs and start packing orders. It's 20 to 8. I have dinner on the way because I just have not had time to get anything for dinner. I guess we'll go and pack some orders. I don't know. I hope this has been an interesting video. I have been filming it while I was also filming my market video and my like May daily video. So I feel like it's been a little bit everywhere, and it might, when I come to editing, feel really bits and pieces-y. So if that is the case, I'm very sorry. Today I did do some things for the shop, like make the restock email. I literally did that after work at like 4:45. So this restock in particular has felt very much like I'm flying by the seat of my pants. I'm really glad that it has done well. I am very, very, very grateful to everyone who supports the business. And yeah, I'm excited to go and pack stuff and get it out to people. I think we have a few new customers as well as part of the people who have ordered, which is always really exciting. So thank you for coming on the journey, and we will go pack some stuff and I'll figure out how to wrap this video up, I guess. Also, yes, I'm not actually sure where my tripod is, so I just raised my standing desk, which is why I look like I am very short. The desk is just really high at the moment. Okay, let's pack orders. All right, I forgot to bring my microphone down, which was silly, but we're gonna see how many orders I can get packed before my dinner arrives, which will probably be in like 15 to 20 minutes. I'm guessing we'll get like 3 packed, maybe. I've started packing 1. I'll report back. That is my 3rd one down and dinner is still not here. So we'll keep going. Hi, it has been like a week and a half since release, and I just completely forgot to film like a conclusion to this video. So I'm doing it now. I hope that's okay. The restock went super, super well. We have shipped out everything. There are still orders trickling in. We do still have plenty of stock, which I am really happy about, because part of what I want to get to, I want to get to a point where we can have more consistent stock in the shop. I don't want to be selling out every time we restock, because it's just like not a sustainable way to run our business, and it's not a great experience for the lovely crafters in our community who want to be able to buy the yarn when they need it instead of feeling like you have to hoard it as soon as we restock. So I am working towards having our stock levels at a point where that is the case, and I am glad that the majority of our colors are still in stock at the moment. I know a few of them sold out. You guys were so, so, so supportive of our new color Seahorse coming out. I want to get to a point where I can be getting more and more colors in the range. So the more you support us, the quicker I can do that. So thank you, thank you, thank you to everyone who shopped. And if you didn't, I know that at the moment, especially with like the tariffs in the US and all of this other stuff going on, we can't ship to every country, but hopefully we will get to a point where we can reopen to ship worldwide again, hopefully soon. Also, an important update, we did just get the remaining stock that didn't arrive the first time around. So we are all good. We have all of our stock plus a little bit of extra stock now than we were expecting. So very happy that that arrived and was like completely painless process. Thank you so much for all of the support. I hope this was an interesting little vlog to see a little bit of like behind the scenes of how the business runs and how we do our restocks and all that fun stuff. If you want to see more of Patti and Bango's place, please do let me know in the comments below. But otherwise, if you like this video, please feel free to give it a like. And if you want to see more crafty content, please feel free to subscribe. Until the next video, thank you so much for hanging out, and I will see you next time. Bye.